call it cockiness. Some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Gamecocks will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll run it from the gun. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Makes the grab. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. LSU right back to the line. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off play action on 1st down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Combs. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Offense walks through the line for play number 7 of the drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Might be changing the route. They'll try to run for it. Looking for room at the 30. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. Touchdown LSU! Fit it in the window for the score.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on third down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, and they get paid.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double-checking to make sure. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Off play action. Starts to scramble to the left. Across the 45. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. And the Gamecocks in the hurry up.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing him. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers, they can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Trying to get the edge on the toss. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Throwing right. Intercepted deep in his own end. Takes it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So first down here as they go back to work. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down. On the run, still looking. Fires to the big fella. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains and they're set up at the 41. LSU getting set on first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Leaves it with the back. Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers! They'll try to add another to their lead.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Alabama is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe the Tide can't roll back into this one. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to North Carolina. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
To throw, it's Correa. Oh, they're after him. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Punch it out of the air. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. Here comes the hurry-up.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
He caught it. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. The Gamecocks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Wants to throw again. Pocket breaking down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second. So the D-line...
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Starts the drive, trying to go up top. Back open in the middle. At the 40, there he goes. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Oh, he's got a chance.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. There he goes to the right. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, LSU.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Dropping back, it's Correa. Fires to the big fella. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Leaves it with the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Rushes on him. He'll try to do it himself. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, just nowhere to go there. And it started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it. So he tried to get outside and make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. To the air on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. And the Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Oh, he's got some space. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On third and goal, they'll throw it. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Shouldn't be time for just one more play here in the half, so they'll go for it on fourth down. Let's it go to the end zone. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Tigers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Gets it to him on the screen. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. To the ground with the back. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. The give out of the gun. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. LSU quick to the line. He's looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Fired in from the red zone for the score. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with a big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there he goes. Got enough for the first. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
The Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll try the run. Find some fresh air. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He turns it loose to the left. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They've got it to a two-possession game, but now going for the onside kick here in the third quarter. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He leaves it with his back. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The give from the gun. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Man, you know, you always look back in games at single plays that turn the tide. And with this defense now trailing by 2 possessions, if they could have just caught the ball and gotten that pick, that potentially changes everything in this game. That was a missed opportunity.
And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him, a little slippery with all those juke moves. The Tigers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Might be calling a hot route. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Got his man downfield. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Tiger. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. The give to the tailback. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line. Trying play action. Looking for an open area to his left. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. The
quarterback doesn't throw it away. Instead, the defense forces a loss. And the Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Power football with the run. Stopped behind the line, and that's pretty much going to offset the gain on the previous play.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Going for the big play. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a fourth down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first to keep the drive alive, QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target has to be in the perfect place at the perfect time, and you got to be able to haul it in. They checked all the boxes on that fourth down.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They want to run this quarterback. Turning it on. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they take it in for 6 more points.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. He might want another play. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man on the right. Still running up the 40. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the fourth. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So first down, we'll open up the final period. This is a designed run.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got...
Breaks into the open. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. The 30. The 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these designed quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground, and in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Gets it out fast. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. First and 10 from the 39. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw on first down. Looking for a huge play. It's a big stride inside the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown LSU. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Salt into her wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. Working that left side now. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He'll pull it down and run. Oh, he's got some space. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line.
And this QB is really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Finding an escape route.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Dropping back, it's Correa. Fires into the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute those.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. Steps away. Unleashes one. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. He's marked down at the 21-yard line as the defense comes up with a turnover.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
Looking for a man. It's Gage. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Fires to the tight end. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tiger! You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end. But all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Get this drive going from the 17. Wide receiver comes in motion. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He wants a big play here late. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film.
He'll take the deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Quarterback now breaking the field. A deep throw as the clock winds down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Back to throw, it's Gage. He'll take another shot here. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. With the run on first and goal. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them. It's a fumble. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
He wants to change this route. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on third. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown LSU! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Gage. He's taking a deep shot. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is complete. Guys, I think we all